See how that.
We have a dead short in the wiring somewhere. We were going to fire the car. It's probably something very simple because we didn't have too much off.
Well,
but we do have a lot of shitty wires here.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much is the chance that it's something
it could be,
but
let's start with the most obvious thing. I already played with some of that.
Did you?
Okay, I've been gathering tools. There's a bunch there, and there's a bunch on the table over here. But there's so many tools in so many places now, gentlemen.
You're on your own.
You're on your own, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go paint the rims so we can put those on.
It's Rattle Weekly.
I'm not even rattling them. This is actual paint. Holy cow.
Pro shop all of a sudden.
Yeah, suddenly this thing's getting pretty fancy.
Oh, you were filming?
No, we're pointing the camera at you for no reason at all.
We don't do that.
Okay, so I think for tonight, I bought a battery today for it, and the guy said it's got a good 1,000 cold cranking amp, so hopefully it's good. It's a small battery because it has to fit in small. It's quite small. Anyways, we'll see.
Okay, fire it up.
Fuel down the carb, yada yada yada. Ignition source. Are we
Who's going to turn the key? Someone's got to sit behind the wheel.
Oh, you did put fuel in the gas tank last time I was here, right? So
I did. Yeah. And we don't have any leaks, so that's something.
Okay, let's do it.
Everything's out of the way.
Miles in charge of gas.
I got the
You
gas.
can hit this.
I'll be the key guy.
I don't want nothing to do
And
with
then
this
it's
car.
going to start and then it's going to stall. Right?
Yeah, set the
Because
choke.
we got to suck all the fuel from the tank. Right? We did put fuel in the tank, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess it ain't going to go anywhere because there's no wheels.
No wheels.
That sounds good. Ready?
Yeah.
Hey.
Just going to do this a few times.
Awesome.
Cool. Do it again.
Okay.
Do it again. Oh yeah. That was fun.
Great. I still don't hear any gas in the
Should be
sorter.
like, it should be by now.
Come on.
Anything at the...
Hang on. Let me just put a light down on that. Dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone.
Okay.
Why? That should like 3-4 starts. That should be it.
Well, we'll do a couple more.
Try it again. I might have flooded it.
Try it again. Okay.
Nothing.
That's okay.
Okay, then we got a problem.
We got a problem.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good. Dave restoring the Impala one piece at a time. One wheel arch molding at a time. Anybody who's ever done these, hey Tom, you've done a few of these babies, eh?
Yeah. Oh, it's rotten.
Hey? Been on a shelf for 40 years. Yeah, I got this end.
You got that? Okay. That's never.
Well, this is for an LTD.
Yeah.
Any screws?
No, there's no screws.
Well,
No screws.
There should
No
be.
screws. No.
What are you looking for?
Some new knees. Do you have any?
No.
Yeah, he's gonna have a nap here now. I remember when I was working at Landa there in Saskatoon. You know, we used to always put two guys on a car. I always picked the driver's side because the gravel side, it was just, you know, you'd have to strip it. This side, you could just sand it. And this fucking guy that I would work with, he was so fucking worried that he was gonna end up doing part of yours. He'd take a piece of tape and he'd put it down the center of the car, and you know, and I'd be done long before him. And I thought, you idiot! I would have helped you if you wouldn't have put that fucking tape there. You know, but fuck you.
Look at that, she's mint.
Nice.
Looks
Great.
good,
Thanks,
huh?
Doug. Thank you.
Easy, buddy.
Appreciate that.
You're the madman that spent $200 on fucking molding.
Is that what it was? Fuck off.
No, it was less than that. But I mean, ultimately, I mean, the thing was coming off.
Well, as you say, if it's peeling off as you're driving around, it doesn't look good.
No running
This is
board.
ready to
stuff
chase
like that.
down
running
a
board,
convict right now.
Well, me and Tom are from Saskatchewan, so
Yeah.
we get a running board
Yeah,
exemption.
running board should be on these things.
Yeah, we put running, and Dan and Paul,
boards on
Dan's dad
everything,
put
eh?
running boards on a fucking Learjet.
They drive like idiots. You want to see their windshields? Just beat the shit. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that.
What's that fucking tire mark, Mike?
Do it all.
I was gonna watch.
I better not do a burnout here
Yeah, you
or
don't
just chip
walk.
up your goddamn car.
You taking off?
Okay, yeah, I gotta go, guys.
Okay, see you. Take care. Take care.
All right, Saturday afternoon, slipping away again. So we're here to waste Miles' time. What do we got? Oh, nice. So the idea today is to rewire the ammeter in the Edsel. Where's the old wire? So what was in the car is in the foreground there.
It's
And,
beautiful.
that looks like it was working a little too hard.
Yeah, like you can just
So-
bend that a couple times and
and
it
this-
comes apart.
Was spliced to this much heavier one. This is original and correct, we believe.
Yeah. Which is about a 10 gauge.
Yeah, a 10, and it was spliced to this, which is a 12 or 14.
Yeah.
And so this has been running the headlights, the taillights, the brake lights, the everything, the whole
The
car.
fan, heater fan,
Every-
like,
yeah,
you name it,
everything. So-
everything that draws.
So it over the years has gotten hot and enough times that it's cooked itself off. So we're going back to a very heavy 10 gauge here. Miles is going to splice that in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to run it, and that should take care of our major electrical wire risk.
Right. And as much as I was dreading touching the wiring, I mean, we fixed the ground short in 3 minutes or less, I think.
It was very simple. Oh, that was
Your nose,
That was this.
our nose told us where that one was.
That's right. We were just like, just turn on the key and follow your nose. So this, because it was only mounted with one screw, this had swung down and it was touching here. And so we had a bit of a hot short there. It was cool though, because we might not have noticed if it weren't for the ammeter gauge that the fellow had installed, because when you get a short like that, it buries the gauge. Like it's not like it swung, it like buries it. So that's cool. So we fixed that. We mounted this guy up, and the only other major wiring issue is the one we're addressing today.
Yeah.
Got some headlights. Yeah. How much are these now? These used to be like $3.
I don't remember. Let's take a look.
I've got to laugh. They're probably like $20.
Retail, $20.
$20 each, eh? Unfortunately, the 50-year-old Edsel ones are fried, so
Yeah.
good. Well, we get to use today's classic soldering iron. Look at all the Edsel cars.
This
we've
is
got.
amazing.
Isn't that
right?
beautiful?
Like, I love
Yeah.
this. That is
I'd
so
love
sweet.
to have one of those. Yeah.
Yellow engines, hey? It really shocks me.
Oh yeah, American Edsels had yellow engines with white valve covers.
So if you got a yellow car, you got a yellow engine inside.
Yeah,
That's just weird.
that would just look like somebody forgot to mask it. Yellow engine, pff, not like Dodge with the orange engine, which makes total sense.
Total. Hemi.
Or Chevy.
All the way.
Chevy orange.
Yeah.
Nobody ever made a white engine block, eh?
Not as far as I know. Pretty hard to keep that clean though,
Yeah, I
right?
think it would be hard to
That'd
make
be-
that look good, yeah.
Oh, buddy, your engine's dirty.
Yeah.
Like every
You'd be
time.
painting it every
Every
weekend.
time.
I am going to start popping some sweet new tires onto Dean's rims here. Let's have a look. Got all the Edsel rims painted up and looking good. And so it's time to put some tires on. Hi, Raggers. Raggers is not very interested at all. Yeah. Here's the finished repair on the wire to the ammeter gauge. This is the one that was all crumbling and has been replaced at both sides of it there. The rest of the wires are actually good. It was just that one had been overheated quite badly. And we had no horn, but we have everything now, as far as I know. I think there will be, maybe an hour or two of just cleaning grounds and everything to make sure all the lights are working properly, but nothing seriously wrong. A couple of the blinkers flash kind of poorly, so I think that's just mostly grounds. But overall, really flying through it. We've sent the fuel tank out to be repaired. It was just fuel tanks are just too dangerous to be playing with them here, so we sent that out to somebody who knows what they're doing, and they're going to put a new pickup tube in it. It was just plugged solid. Then we broke off a tool inside it trying to clean it, and then I was like, okay, take the tank out. So anyhow, that'll be done. The car is going to be fine. She's coming to get her pretty good, so pretty happy about that. Oh, there we are. It's the middle of the night, but I see that Stephen has dropped off all of the finished, balanced tires for the Edsel as well, so that's really nice of him to do that. And those are going to look fantastic. They already do. Can't wait to put them on. Or, no, I'm just kidding. We'll probably put these on. Right on. Dean's car is going to be the first one finished, I think. Got a serious problem today, hey?
Hey,
serious safety issue. Actually, yeah, no horn is a safety fail. So we've got, what do we got there? We're doing
a little bit of, we think it's the horn relay.
Shooting there.
Lack of schematic, we're guessing a little bit.
Yeah, so if we got power to there, that means we have power to the relay, and I'm assuming that the problem is in the relay itself, and the points are dirty. There's the points in there. Today's light buzz, keeping with our fixing tedious electrical bullshit theme.
Yep.
This is the horn relay for the Edsel, and let's get a nice close-up. Oh yeah, she's a sweetie. I can't imagine there's any reason why that wouldn't work perfectly. Yeah, so all you gotta do is pry those little tabs. This is one of those things that most sane people will just replace, but since that does not apply, we're going to try and fix it. Usually what happens is there's a set of contact points in there that just get corroded, and then it just doesn't contact. So let's rip into it.
All right,
Here's your horn relay. Just clean the points here. So that takes signal voltage from the steering column and switches it to, well, it's a relay, right? Just power in from the car, power out to the horns, signal voltage from the horn button. Let's see what happens. I could be full of shit. Okay, don't break it. Push here. I don't know.
no, looks good. Don't want to touch anything, and let's see if we can find a button that works.
Like me. Okay. See what happens. Now, we should have, you can put the test light in the horn wire if you want.
Okay.
Just in case the horns are the problem. Because if we fixed it, but the horns aren't grounded, then this will at least let us know we got something. Well, we're here. I thought this would be a nice opportunity to have a look at the more or less finished engine bay. Can't say that I'm disappointed there. That really looks a treat, and Miles has gone through and tidied up the wiring. It looks fantastic. Stephen came by and helped me troubleshoot the relay. Turns out there is a little bit of a dead spot in the horn in the steering wheel, but other than that, it's fine. So in the interest of proving that we have some horn. That didn't sound very good. Let's just give her a honk here and see what happens. We can also see Dean got all the new headlights in there, so that's cool. Let's just see if we get some action out of this thing. Sweet. Well, that's one more thing off the list. Matt and Jim are here. We're going to take this amazing 1950 Monarch for a drive. This is a Canadian Mercury car sold at Ford dealerships. Just a very special car and exceptionally rare, and probably something that we should take for a drive. Okay, we're going for a ride today in what do we got here today, Jim?
1950 Monarch.
Right, so if anybody doesn't know, this is a Canadian made and marketed version of the Mercury sold at Ford dealerships, is that right?
Yeah, correct. It was the big car at a Ford dealership.
Yeah.
The Meteor was a small car. It was basically just a Ford
at the Mercury dealership. Yeah. The dash, is that specific or just
no,
Mercury?
That's a Mercury dash.
Mercury dash, yeah. Is it wheel?
The wheels, yeah, Monarch center at least.
That's cool.
But yeah,
beautiful horn ring, wow.
Oh, gorgeous. And yeah, only 36,000 original miles, so nice steering wheel, nice.
Yeah, what a treat.
Yeah, it's neat little radio in there.
Little aftermarket radio. And all this inside's original, yeah?
Yeah, original paint inside.
Yeah, beautiful. Spectacular condition. 1949 windows. It's an exceptionally rare machine.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely for somebody who's got every freaking Mercury.
Yeah,
the next step.
If you have all of the Mercs, you need this one.
You don't have a Monarch.
Yeah.
It's cool with the leaping lion on the hood. And
so what else was Monarch only? The hood, the wheel covers, the side trim,
wheel covers, the grill,
right?
trim.
Taillights? Are they Mercury?
No, they should be Mercury.
Mercury,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, all the embleming, and then it's like the Merc trucks with just like a little extra, like on the side spears. There's an extra cap to it. And just the neat stuff. The hubcaps are beautiful too.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. New rubber all the way around.
Oh yeah, brand new 710, 15.
710s.
Yeah, the big tall ones. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, so factory three-speed with overdrive.
Right. And it's
fantastic.
So it's engaged right now. So
yeah,
we're in overdrive. Yeah. Honestly, you don't even hear the engine running at all in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so quiet. There's no road noise. There's no rattles in this car.
Yeah, right. Like
it's just amazing.
It's nice, the low mile stuff. But yeah, even if you restore, it's hard to get that good.
Look at the door handle. They're massive.
Right.
For scale here.
Very solid.
Awesome that is.
Presence, I guess.
Look at the weight of that.
So it's Mercury or Monarch, so it's got the 255, the big motor, and yeah, it runs like a sewing machine. It's got the neat, it's similar to that Continental, that upside down Holly carb with the and so so that's gone through, runs nice, and
Still 6 volt?
All stock, just kind of new hoses and points and spark plugs and stuff like that, but everything's just completely stock. And
fantastic.
Yeah, nice, lots of power, quiet.
What's the horsepower rating on these guys?
They're 110, where Ford's 105 or something like that.
Yeah.
So a little bit more.
I love the gigantic pedals too. Look at those guys.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Right towards the end, they were the last of the through the floor ones.
Yeah. That's amazing.
there, so that's the guy that
6-passenger coupe, green.
sold in Rimby, Alberta, brand new, yeah.
There's
Oh,
one
look
good
at
talk
that.
that it doesn't have.
Yeah, and an old Reggie,
Yeah.
67.
Alright, so
Unbelievable.
I don't think it's had too many
Oh,
owners.
parking ticket.
Well,
Eh?
that's a delivery sheet.
Oh, it's a delivery.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
March 1950.
It's really cool.
It's
Yeah,
an
right? Because I
amazing
think
car,
the
yeah.
delivery, the guy got it in April of 50. So
Right,
that would have been his.
Fantastic. Oh, nice.
Right?
What a car. So brakes done,
Yep. Yeah.
tires done, tune-up done, exhaust is good, it's quiet,
Yeah, right?
Put a tailpipe on it.
and tailpipe done.
We
What
turned
else?
the drums. Shoes are new.
Yeah,
Wheel
new shoes
cylinders,
are.
hoses, lines.
Right. So you
Basically everything.
get in and drive
mechanically.
this car anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brakes are nice.
We put about.
You did a bunch of, you
350
did
miles
the
on it?
fuel system too, right?
Yeah, cleaned the tank and yeah. Good use sender for it. And yeah, so all gauges all working.
500 RPM.
Probably, yeah, 450 by
That's great. The old bulb, when they call that the teapot?
Yeah, I think it's variant as teapot.
Yeah, okay. Can't say variant.
Oh, okay. Okay.
New variants went early this year.
Doing its thing. Yeah, no, it charges, cools, does everything a car should do and more. And all the original cloth wiring and just...
It's a time capsule.
Yeah,
There's no
it's a
other way
time
to put it.
capsule, yeah.
Look at the way these go, eh?
Yeah. Beautiful Alberta Motors Association stickers.
Yeah, I saw that.
What was the purchase name?
For Rimby.
Yeah,
brand new.
The guy's garage.
Ford dealer, sorry. Yeah. This is a high-end. Probably had Ford. Oh, it's too small of a population to justify it. Your dealership. It's got a 4-inch crankshaft instead of a 3-inch starter. As far as we know, it's just original. Probably had Ford. Oh, it's too small of a population to justify it.
Nobody coming?
No,
All
you're
right.
clear. There you go.
Oh, V8 power. Not
Yeah.
used to that.
But you'll notice that sweet freewheel.
Yeah, I am
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
that. Yeah.
They're probably similar overdrives, aren't they?
Yeah,
Or-
I bet it's probably a Warner. Yeah,
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the exact same overdrive.
Yeah, the promotional slogan was "Ride like a king in a Monarch."
Yeah,
And
I
so,
feel like it.
yeah, right. That was kind of actually nice, just
Pretty
sitting in it.
short-lived moniker in the grand scheme.
Mm-hmm.
46 to, what, 62? 61?
Monarch 61.
Yeah, 61, I think.
The good one.
Because
Didn't
the
they come back in the
Meteor's carried
70s?
Well, that's not the same thing.
Good.
Yeah, the name, yeah, but not the Canada only Mercury.
No,
That's
no.
61. Yeah. You got factory turn signals?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty sweet.
This is gravel. I don't know if you want to. Just,
Oh, which way did we go before?
Yeah, we'll take the next one.
Oh, all right. Sorry, guys. Yes. So nice to drive. You know?
Yeah, right. Like the new tires went over the top. Maniacs, eh?
Maniac kids. Blowing by grandpa in the
Take away
old.
his license.
Yeah, right.
Well, these cars are so good out here in the country because there's nothing to spoil the illusion. Look at
Yeah.
It's 1952, right? There's just nothing to
It's eerie, right?
Yeah. Well, and all I keep coming back to is really what if we gained? You know, virtually nothing. 36,000. That's the way to buy them.
Oh man, right? Only
This car
original
would have had
one?
those miles by 1955,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. From the signs we found in the trunk, like in the 70s, the guy was showing this as like a classic car, right?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Which
yeah.
seems obscure to us because like it would have been 25 years old.
But you wouldn't have been restoring bad ones of these in the 70s.
No,
right?
that's the nice
The only
thing.
reason this one exists is it was still good in the 70s.
Yeah, it was a nice low mile car that the guy, And amazing the styling difference is 50 to 75. Yeah, it must have been very early factory turn signals.
Yeah.
Or I guess the car's probably got it
Shoeboxes
wrong.
had them in 49.
Yeah, I
They
guess
have
so.
the indicators in the actual cluster.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
indicators.
Yeah, because I know the Plymouth doesn't have, not factory, not the cheap low-end cars.
Oh,
the Fraser did. It was one of the first. But not the Kaiser.
Yeah, and that's a, what the Fraser, what year was the Fraser, 48?
49.
49. Yeah, I think right around 49.
Right around there they
yeah.
became kind of equipment, yeah.
They sure are nice compared to whipping your arm around. Like it's it's cool, no turn signals, and then you're like,
Yeah, then you drive for a while and you're like, you know,
doing
I see
this.
why they sold so many of those turn signal things.
Yeah, those kits.
Well, I went to click it and I'm like, wait a second. Oh my, that actually is. I am looking for the little box, but it's
Yeah.
actually factory.
I believe they're self-canceling too.
They
It's
are.
pretty,
It's crazy.
quite nice.
You can tell you got us in the car because we're all like signal lights. Wow. Has a nice little growl when you get going though.
Oh yeah.
Flathead V8, man.
So quiet though.
Right at the end of the flat. Well, towards the
That
end
would
there,
have that would have straight pipes on this.
Fucking right. I was just bemoaning how quiet everything is.
Yeah.
Flathead straight pipe's the best.
Yeah, they do sound great. If you didn't have
tip
that
it over.
41, I would really be skeptical if you sell it then.
Yeah, it's kind of
But
quite the
because
Mercury.
you have such a beautiful 41,
Yeah, right.
this can find a good home.
Yeah.
But it's a treat. You could drive this
Right?
every day. Like
Yeah.
it's just a delight.
Yeah, it's effortless.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Well, your Kirigana kind of encroaching.
Oh yeah.
Helping your plan to never you leave the yard, I guess, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
The minute it
Fixing-
grows across the gate, I'm done. Never leaving again.
Making it into a gate.
Here we go. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sold.
Okay, well, we'll
Wait
do up
a
the
second.
paperwork
Yeah,
here,
right.
get a real easy
Wait a
terms.
second.
Yeah.
Let's put it
Some
here.
bushwhacking, yeah.
Thoughts? Immediate.
Thoughts? Well, somebody's going to be very happy. That's all I can say. And, yeah, right? Like, the only reason you guys are allowed to sell it is because you already got this type of thing. But if you didn't.
Well, the after is insane. It was just probably
What are you doing there? What do you think, Dean?
You wish you could, but
Dean hates this kind of thing.
God, that's gorgeous. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
going
Yeah.
for a rip?
Yeah, we're gonna go grab some beers.
Good idea.
yeah.
What a
I'm driving.
better car
Show
could
that
you
it's a
take?
real utilitarian car, not just for the beauty parlor, but
That's right. It's for beer runs.
Oh, that's nice.
You trading up the
Take
Edsel?
it away. Yeah, trading
Take
it.
it on part trade and then we have easy
I better
service.
buy this thing. Holy nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're fucking right, Steve.
Jeez, it's nice.
yeah, it's a very weird thing.
There's the mock-up of the spare tire reinforcement and repair, and everything looks good there. That all fits nicely. I'm going to blow all this apart and I'm going to put some panel adhesive on the back of the new piece I made there, and then we're going to screw it all together and leave it to dry. And while I'm at it, I'm going to install this reinforcement here to just toughen up the back of this trunk floor. Thought it was kind of fun that you can actually see over the years of throwing rocks in it. This is here and here are the U-bolts for the rear leaf spring, and this is the rivet, and you can see actually the whole rear frame cross member has been pressed into the trunk floor, so that's kind of fun. I'm not going to attempt to fix any of that. I really actually think that's quite charming and interesting, so I'm going to leave that. The rest of it looking very good, ready for paint. Bottom of the car as well. I can't see much, but she's actually cleaned up very nicely. So that'll be going on very soon here. See, we've got the inside of the car painted here, and the bottom's all painted, and it all looks just fine. It actually cleaned up quite well, and again, really amazing condition for the age of it. A lot of work to get all of the little channels and everything cleaned up, but really very happy with that, and happy that that's done, because that was a very uncomfortable way to spend a few days. Not really trying to go anywhere beyond what's absolutely necessary, just only painting what you don't see and what's bare metal. I've painted my repairs to represent holes. Not trying to make them blend in. Just painted them black to represent where the metal was missing. Got the spare wheel reinforcement installed there. I think that turned out just fine. And once the wheel's on, you really won't see hardly any of it. That I might just scuff that a little bit. And ditto over here. Really very happy with it so far. So the rest of tonight, I think I'm going to start polishing the rest of the body, so that tomorrow when the fellas are here, I'd like to start on doing the brakes and suspension rejuvenation. Got our big box of bits here. And we'll do a Rover update very soon. You can see lots of Rover parts around. We'll be updating everybody on that. I actually had my niece come out, and so since the grass hasn't really grown because it's been so dry, so I got her to strip all the paint off the Rover. So that's going to save a pretty good amount of time, and nice to see that. Really happy with how good all this stuff is. So hoping that translates to a little easier finish. Obviously some work to do here and there, and we'll get into that. I'm going to with some soapy water and some 3000 grit and start getting the rest of the body cleaned up. Well, I just want to get a before shot, as much for my own reference as anything. Maybe there's a little bit of original brownie red primer there. I'm not going to worry about it here. Obviously it's covered by the fenders. Same back here. It looks like we have a reasonable amount of the original green with some black over top. I'd like to see if that would clean up a bit. And of course, looking forward to doing some of this as well. So I'm going to get started on that. And the jams, I'm just going to clean. I'm not going to attempt to remove any of the black. I think it's just not something I want to fight with. There's quite a bit of it still on there, and you know, I don't think there's anything to be gained. We'll just clean those up. Right away I see a dent here from the inside. Pretty bad. I'm going to fix that because I'll burn through that in 1 second. Dent there. That one first. I'm going to do that right now. I'm not going to get it all the way. I'm going to get enough of it so that it's not going to be a big, there's a big one here too. Might as well do that. Okay, well, at a certain point, the paint loss is going to offset the perceived gain. So, I'm going to keep going. We'll see. Those were just unacceptable. It's a pretty straight car. Pretty good. I think there's a lot of green. Don't really know. Let's have a look. The lights are turned off because there's a large dragonfly in the building. And if you turn the lights off starting furthest away from the door, you can usually get them to fly out the door. So we're just kind of have like dragonfly lighting. Two different colors there. Anyway, I'm going to give it a little more. I mean, I don't expect it to look great, but I'm going to try just a little bit, more or less, to match the door. The black is gone, and then we'll leave it here. Just clean it up. Notice I'm not even trying to sand back here. Just look at there's almost nothing there. Here we've got lots of old black paint to take off, and all of this it's extremely thin, so it'll probably just get the very, very lightest cleaning. Okay, there's the quarter panel. There we go, after a very light cleaning. All kinds of different colors and textures on there. Kind of fun. And a nice sunburnt part here. So I just want to kind of shine that up so it'll have a little bit more depth to it. And that looks great. I'm really happy with that. The dents came out. A little bit of a nick there. Shouldn't be too hard to make that go away. Yeah, just great. What a nice quarter panel. What a treat. And you can see the repair painted black at the bottom there. I'm done polishing. I don't think we're going to see too much of it. What you doing, Frankers? Well, we don't have a lot of time to do mail this week. We have an absolute ton of mail to open. I'm hoping the fellas can come out tomorrow night and we'll get to some of it. Again, I'm just absolutely blown away by the generosity and creativity of the stuff that and the people that send us this stuff. Like, anyway, this one is from Chris Yoder in St. Louis, Missouri. I know what's in it, but you guys don't, so I'm going to open it up here, just because this one's better viewed in context with the Studebaker here. What are you doing in there, Frankers? Pretty crazy. Oh man. Look at that. Look at that. There is the missing broken front of the Studebaker. That's amazing. Wow, I don't know what to say. I don't know where you guys find this stuff, but that is just so fantastic. And wow, what a treat. Thanks again, guys. Look at it. It's in just lovely shape. I wish I had parts as good for the other cars. With this one, I don't even mind that it's broken. It's just missing the whole end here. This one's really, really nice. Thanks so much to Chris. I mean, Frankers, what are you doing? Oh, she's chasing a squirrel. You're never gonna catch it, Frankers. What an absolute treat. Thanks so much, Chris. I don't know what to say. You guys, I mean, that's a very difficult to find piece, and to have it just show up here. My friend Doug was over the other day. He's the gentleman I bought the 57 from many years ago. Maybe you guys saw that video. Anyway, Doug has the car sickness as bad as any of us, and he saw this 58 two-door and he just loved it. So yeah, it's fun when you get to show some of the stuff off to the tiny numbers of people who appreciate it. So cheers again, Chris, and to the Yoders. If there was more than one of you endorse this, thank you guys. And a rare piece for a kind of slightly shabby example of an interesting car, which we have some of that here. So we'll do some more mail, hopefully in the next couple of days here, and then I'll start putting that together in the next couple of weeks. You guys, I mean, so many people have sent stuff, so if I haven't shown it yet, please don't worry. I mean, there's a bunch upstairs that we will get to, but you know, it deserves a certain amount of attention, so I don't want to just rip through it, you know. Well, you guys make it interesting and we just get to look at it, so thanks guys. I better get inside and get back to work, so cheers.
Windows up, boys.
Oh, yeah, right, sorry.
Yeah, it ain't hot boxing unless it's a box.
I thought it was under warranty. You guys promised me a good Edsel.
What's with the red light under here? It's a little,
Be installed.
is that a shift light?
It's a television.
So this is all beautifully repaired now?
I think.
We're all good
I think
here?
so.
Yes.
What are we looking at?
Steven
here,
spent
anyway?
an
Is this
evening
oil
on
pressure?
that. That's oil pressure, yeah.
Very nice. Fuck, that's a pretty
We're
gauge.
not touching it.
God, the whole car looks like an airplane
Yeah,
inside.
pull
It's
the
crazy.
whole instrument panel out to get at it.
Poor
But
guy.
he did get it.
You gotta love Steven. He just takes that.
Diesel.
on.
He takes the shit stuff on.
Yeah,
so
he
we
really
should
does.
never complain about our jobs because Steven has done the shitty ones. So,
So far, T,
How much
Edsel,
detail
and
they put
Continental. And
yeah, all 3 cars
Very iconic.
just chugging along. Where are we at? Well, Edsel, not quite a total success running the car this week.
not yet, no.
We, of course, I'm happy. You know what? I'm still happy that it fired on the first turn. That means everything else is right.
Timing chain was set up
It
properly.
was
It
right.
sounded
The points were
beautiful.
good.
It was set up.
Everything
Points
was
are
fine.
good.
Yeah.
Sounded beefy and sounded good, guys. Thanks.
We
Yeah.
got all
So-
the shocks done. All
Shocks are all
You
done.
got the other. You got the fourth shock in.
All 4 shocks are in.
Oh,
there.
4 shocks in.
Yeah.
Oh, good man. Dean and the shitters.
Dean and the shitters. So, Dean and the shitters week, whatever.
The car, it's just it tells you I'm old, you guys. Like piss off, you know.
We missed one thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
We had a
But
bit of a
That's a perfect way of putting
we
it.
had a bit of a team fail because there were a lot of heads in the gas tank
there was
game.
a lot of opportunities.
A lot of
All we
opportunities.
would have had to do is stick a piece of wire down there and go, hey, I don't see any gas coming out.
I'm like,
here." And
well,
instead, we put the whole thing together.
and then
So-
you get all those other, your friends going like, well, maybe the fuel pump's bad. And no, it's not bad. It's
no,
fine.
it's not the
They
fuel
know.
pump.
That's what I
It's
said.
fine.
I said,
It's not going to be the eccentric. up in the
This
tank. It
eccentric
is
or the
fine.
one on the fuel pump?
Well, that one's a constant problem.
but
Yeah,
that was
right.
good. That was good.
Okay, thank you.
But no, this is.
Else's old tires.
Well, no, you're not supposed to.
Gotta
No,
change
they,
that
they, were,
shit.
they weren't even didn't even have air in them. He's like, oh, these will be fine. You know, they're like, why didn't you put air in them? He's like, I was afraid they would blow up.
Oh my god.
So you drove them flat and cracked.
That's why they blew
We
up.
went to Derry's car.
It's like, this is my show car. It's got no hubcap, 4 different
Scott's like,
brands
is
of
it going to the
tires on it.
Derby or
There's
is it
no
going to...
bumper.
Scott's like, is it going
What
to
were
the
you
Derby?
He's got pulled over twice on the way there, and he's 2.5 hours. You had already left. That's because of this adventure.
We were at.
Oh, doing Derry's? Right? Yeah,
was
Because
at-
you took
I was
those
at
2
his-
tires.
I bought those
Nice.
fucking fire supplies from you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then you
stole
gave them
them.
to me.
Well, I was kind of a nice guy.
Crazy shit.
I also didn't trust myself to run them on the front of my car. My car's crazy. I need
Oh,
tires
that
that
would have
aren't
been
going to blow up.
suicide. Jesus. Oh, even then,
yeah.
they're old.
Blackwall.
They're grandpa old though. Like those are
Nothing,
fucking.
but-
Those are not cokers. Those are actually that
right?
old.
Like
Yeah.
that's
They're,
dangerous.
those are sketch town.
When I went to
Says
that, I was
guy
like,
driving double pinner Golfs. It's my tire's 50th birthday. Like, I think it really is. They're like 1971, right? 71 was the year of the
fucking way.
double pinners. Yeah. Oh, it's happy birthday to my tires. They're turning 50.
that's crazy.
I don't know.
Nobody does that.
Are you telling the truth right now, kind of thing? Though?
Did we go on the highway in this car?
You're telling
Yeah,
the
well, yeah.
You're actually.
Yeah,
You're
they're,
just,
that's why it rides so
Fuck, I'm
rough.
wearing a seatbelt next time.
Oh, there's no seatbelt.
we don't
It's
want
a run to fail challenge.
No.
We don't want that. We
Oh, when I went over to Gary's that time and Ashley was following me to Stetson and we came to some swoopy corners, I fucking chucked it in there, eh? Because I was like, Ashley is going to laugh so hard when he sees me toss the Fraser in.
Nice.
And it just assumes this kind of angle. And it just kind of like, shh.
Sure.
Ashley was going behind me. And I knew I was doing it plenty fast enough that you could tell that the car was like, what the fuck's going on? As soon as we get to Gary's and get out of the car, he's like, yeah, that's a pretty sweet corner in there. And I was like, you like that? He's like, oh, I was smiling. I had a big smile on my face, he says.
you talk back too many times,
Too many times.
Jesus. Are we like Darnell drunk now? Is that what's happening?
When you get Darnell drunk, it's pretty good, eh?
Change a little spoon.
Next time you run that mechanical class.
Now, if you had applied this to fucking math and shit,
I know.
you would have been straight A's too, right? But instead, you've memorized entire movies.
I know. It's so funny.
Okay, what's your favorite line from Used Cars then? It's
Oh, where he's
Edsel now.
like,
We gotta
yeah.
talk about-
He's like, that motherfucker runs. Like, there's a fucking Edsel, it runs. It always starts with a key. Which this one will one day, I hope.
It did. It did today.
She sounds like
Started with the key.
Well, we got the crippling fucking electrical failure sorted out anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Well played, gentlemen. Who sorted that? You and Steven just smelled that one going?
I smelled that one.
Oh yeah,
Like, something's getting hot over here right now.
Well, when you see the gauge pin itself, that's what they look like right before the gauge starts on fire.
That's crazy.
That's letting the hot side of the regulator touch a ground.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
You've made a welder.
No resistance.
yeah, made a welder right away.
Welcome home, battery. This is your
Welcome
life.
to your new life, battery. Hey, fucking Dean is like a 0 pickle score on the Edsel page.
Yeah, those guys. There's some top pickle guys there.
The heaviest pickle guys in there.
Some heavy pickle.
Heavyweights, eh?
I got one on the
Double
pickle.
pickle with mayo. Yeah.
I got one on the pickle scale, barely a one, right? Like with this car, maybe.
There's some Edsel guys are hardcore.
There's some, yeah.
It's one of those cars that has attracted the hardcore segment.
You think so too, eh? The Edsel guys are crazy, man.
Well, it seems odd that if you drove up in a 58 Ford, they'd be like, that's you now, eh? Like,
What? No.
oh man. They'd be like, remember Dean, the Edsel guy that never changed his oil?
Yeah.
Sad part of this is we still have several hours of work to do. Dean, are you in the mood to scrape dirt off the bottom of your car? For
I already
week
have.
7?
I have to.
7 weeks of straight scraping dirt. We'll call this car Barnacle 2. It's Barnacle 2.
Barnacle D.
Made for his favorite LTD Barnacle 1. The LTD with no bottom half. Remember the LTD
You're making me
Barnacle?
laugh so hard, man.
Oh,
Stop
man.
it.
Can I get it
Yo.
striped on the deck lid?
Stop.
Barnacle 2? Eh? Oh, you never seen Barnacle, the LTD?
No.
Oh, it's like the worst car you've ever seen.
It was like
Hit and
It's like
sunk.
Barnacle Dean.
Is it still on the lot? It
Yeah.
is, isn't it?
No.
Oh yeah, it's the
he's got-
worst car you've ever seen.
He's got a personal
And Dean drove to
attachment
Calgary and paid $1,000 for it.
Oh my
900
God.
bucks.
Barnacle Dean.
It was so rusty the jack fell out and almost killed his girlfriend on the way home.
This LTD, I remember it blew a fuel line right at the edge of it. And then it was like dripping black goo off the fuel line. It was rubber. It was just fucking on the road. And I was like, and my friend's like, oh my God, I think something's wrong. I'm like, oh, I'm almost at work though. So I drove to work and shut her down, but she made it, but the fuel was like getting weak and it was leaking everywhere. Fuck, so funny, man. But he wanted $900 and I only had like 800 or something. I was like, I'll give you the money I have and just like owe you the rest and come get it. And he's like, okay.
That was your negotiation.
Take everything I have and I'll give you more.
That's a terrible negotiation
Well,
tactic.
just say
It's
it should be holding up the other cars as they slide out of the crusher
She's a rough.
and land on
She's
it.
raw.
That's what it's for. It's a landing car.
You guys out?
Yeah. So. Hey guys, just wanted to say thanks for watching the show, and thanks also for hitting the like button if you like this kind of thing, and especially for all the comments, which we really enjoy reading. And thanks also to anybody subscribed, and I have to bring it up again, if you're subscribed, please double check, just because a lot of people get unsubscribed. So anyway, if you like the show and you are subscribed, please make sure you hit the little bell thing. I guess it's supposed to help. Anything I can do. I don't really pay for any promotion for this show, and I do delete most of the ads, so YouTube is not exactly going out of their way to promote the show. Hope you guys are enjoying the summer challenge cars as much as we are. We haven't done much on the Continental in the last couple of weeks, just because it's still waiting in line at the frame shop, but apparently in the next week or two we will be able to observe the repair on the frame, and I think that'll be really interesting. I'm hoping that we can get over there and film that with Al, and really looking forward to getting the Continental back together. Oh, if anybody was really interested in the 1950 Monarch that we took for a spin here, that will be coming up for sale on the Hemmings website. If anybody really likes it, feel free to check it out. I can attest that it is a beautiful car to drive. Anyway, thanks so much from me and Frankers and the fellas, and got to get back at her here, but just wanted to pop in. So see everybody very soon. Cheers. Is a regular
Same old shit.
Shot.